Wow. Wow. Wait. Hello. Good morning. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm saying wow because I just read what PA Patriot Prospecting just said up in the chat about the job site being closed out. At 10:30 a.m. yesterday, shots were fired 600 feet from the building. One man down, bullet to the leg and stomach. Think he lived. LOL. Broad daylight. Sheesh. They closed the job site and went home. I don't blame you, man. Wow, safety first. And the weird thing is, you were just saying the other day about closing and locking the gate around the job site that you were at because of the city was so bad. Did I just see Bill come in? Yes, I did. Good morning, Bill. Papa Rouse is in the house. Thank you for joining me. I am sproutless for about who knows. He didn't really get a morning nap in. I made one coffee this morning and realized I was out of Splenda, so I was going to cheat and use hubby's regular sugar. And guess what? He was out of sugar. So I was contemplating using Mrs. Freaking Butterworth's maple syrup. Because I've used maple syrup before, except for the fact that she is kind of buttery, so that, I don't want to butter my coffee. It would really be like dipping your toast in your coffee, which I used to do to my tea back in the day when I was younger. My med for COVID is right, except that usually COVID affects the lungs, so. Let's see. I am doing okay. If it looked like shit today, man, I got bags on my eyes even with using the freaking preparation agent. I just put Sprout down. As I was saying earlier, I noticed there was no Splenda, no sugar, blah, blah, blah. I really didn't want to use it. It would be different if it was like Vermont Log Cabin or something like that. But Mrs. Butterworth would be pushing it. So it's nice with that. So after I gave Sprout his bottle or whatever it was, no, he had already had his bottle. We were just sitting there watching, the cake shows that he likes watching. I said, hello, maybe we should just fly to the store real quick. So I picked up taco stuff for supper. I got my Splenda. I got his sugar. I bought a thing of cookies. And the thing was, I didn't smoke before going. Let's see, about a thing of cookies. I bought my brunch to share today is garden herb biscuits. Notice Milo staring at me right now. I don't know if you can see the herbs on there or not, but you can taste them. And hell, at 66, I got bags everywhere. My chicken salad from the stove. So I do, and I put a little Montreal seasoning mix on it, so it has a little extra flavor. And then I just put chicken salad on the Triscuit. Again, notice Milo. Wow. Wow, PA, and I think I just saw Oh Jenny Boy. Remember that from camping, Mine? Remember that from camping? Yeah, you liked it. Aw, you got it on the blanket. You like that. It's chicken salad. Can you not flip it around? No, like expect them to eat it with a fork and knife, right? You laugh. He can eat food off of a fork. All right, can you get it? Just don't want to get bit. Sometimes they think you're trying to take stuff away. Not our kind of herb. Yeah, garden herb. Just be cool. Metal detecting is in the house. Good morning. I don't know why I like Triscuit so much, considering they're the steel wool of crackers. I like. My mother used to do the wheat thing. Oh, did I? I did say, oh, Danny Boy was in the house, didn't I? Good morning, Danny. Thanks for joining. My mom used to do 8 days now with no smoking. Awesome. That is so awesome. I'm very proud of you. Just, it's always good to hear that. It's always good to hear that people are like, that is so awesome, man. Because quitting smoking for real, not that I've ever done heroin, okay, but it is definitely up there with trying to quit doing something very, very addictive. They put so much shit in the cigarettes we don't even know. Formaldehyde. Hello. Yeah, it's a garden herb, all right. So, back in the day when my daughter's fiance, they were going to his mother's for, I can't remember if it was Thanksgiving. I don't think it was Thanksgiving. It was just, we'll say Sunday, and they were having a meal. And they came back with a plate for me, but they're like, we get special potato salad my mother made just for you. And I was like, what? And my daughter was like, Mom, she made you potato salad, and then she sprinkled herb all over the top of it. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It was very good. Are you begging for more? It's one thing I hate, though. It's when the dogs like hang out. Like, God forbid you put your hands down, because then they lick your hands thinking, something's there for them, and I can't stand that. I'm hoping to hit a pounded out ball field soon. It's still a bit chilly out, and bundling up sucks, right? I was smoking those stupid blunts. Oh, like the Tipperillos or the whatever, like Clint Eastwood used to smoke. What is my thing with fucking Clint Eastwood? We talked about him the last stream with that. Oh, we brought up ponchos, 70s clothing and ponchos. He was about the only person I know. Did Billy Jack wear a poncho? He might have. And his might have been fucking crocheted. Woven by an Indian. Blunt wrap. Yeah. Were you breaking the cigars, the Phillies, and dumping them out and using the wraps after licking them? Or did you buy the tubes that, first they came in a tube? Well, actually, the Phillies did. Then they had the little packets. My kid had a stack. She had wrapped in an elastic band of all the different blunt wrap flavors and stuff. No way. When? Some people add their own, like, rolled up paper or something when they roll a cone. I guess is the technical name. If you were to get it from a dispensary, you can't go in there and ask for bud. trees. Yeah, and you have to ask for either the strain. You have to ask for flour. That's what it is. Like you're gonna bake a cake. You need flour. Game leaf, actually. Yeah, I can't remember the kids. Well, back in the day, it was Philly blunt wraps, and then they went to whatever the hell flavors there were. But smoking a blunt wrap. Sorry. And again, talking to past, so no Jordan. But smoking a blunt wrap had that almost numbing effect on the lips, like say you did a gummy or something. Yeah, that was my kid. My second kid was like, number one, I used to puff bowls because it would stretch my stuff out. You know what I mean? A single mother, yada yada. I had to make my shit last. So I was definitely not a bone roller. Not to say that I couldn't, and I have, but unfortunately, I would stick to bowl packs. You know what I mean? Because I don't have the willpower, and if I rolled a joint, I would sit there and puff the whole joint. I can't just stop. I can't stop midway and go, yeah, that's no. You stop a cigarette. You know what I mean? Not normally, unless it burns out in the ashtray, and I'm not gonna let that happen to my smoke. But my kid apparently was smoking so much that smoking a joint wasn't even good enough. Well, oh well, gonna hit the fucking road, you know what I'm saying? Because not just that, kids back in the day, like 12, 15 years ago, do it by grams, you know what I mean? Fucking 10 grams or 10 grams, a point, a gram, 2 gram blunts. Fuck that shit for $20. Hello? No, 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 no. I'm used to buying a baggie for 50. Okay. That's awesome. You talking smoking butts or herb? PA. See, I was never into smoking the clove cigarettes either. Made your first wooden bowl when you were 12 years old. That's sweet. If you're talking, well, the quitting cigarettes, herb, you don't smoke herb anymore either. Well, good for you. I guess quitting all is way better for you. But I give up tobacco and I should. Nice bag, man. Nice Samsonite. My father gave me those. I inherited his bags. Jim is in the house. Good morning. Lost it out in the woods. And that's cool though, Danny, because somebody else's top find. I love finding top finds. Oh, you didn't smoke cigs. Okay, I'm sorry. So 8 days without smoking herb. Okay, I see. I took it as you quit smoking butts. More power to you. Yeah, even the doctors that I've had, just the fact that they know that, like, because I'm honest. Well, I didn't tell people anything until a couple of years back, and I finally said, "Screw it! If you can't tell your doctor shit, what can you do?" So, I told them that I smoked grass and I used it for my anxiety. Jodor treasures in the house. I'm not the kind of person that takes pills all the time. Wow, Danny. Kudos. My husband goes all day at work without smoking. Again, kudos. I myself, I used to smoke on my lunch break. I said, you go to work looking like what you normally do, like my eyes are red. That's how my eyes look. Okay, my eyes are always red. I'm gonna sleep 4 hours a day, if that. Blah blah blah. When you don't smoke and then you go to work and people are like, why do you look different? Because they don't have Clint Eastwood eyes? I don't fucking know. Mm-hmm. It's what's gonna kill you though. Like I said, all the doctors, not that I've seen 100, but the ones that I have seen, especially even my cardiologist, when I went in for my surgeries, the anesthesiologist and all this shit, they were all like, okay, so they wanted me to inhale my inhaler. All right, we want you to inhale this like you would your bong. What the anesthesiologist said, which is pretty fucking funny. Like, I'm not really a bong person. I don't have the lung capacity for that shit anymore. That's great, PA. Especially if you have more energy or drive, to do things with the family and or just to go out and do things. You know what I mean? I'm really thinking about trying to grow our own, maybe up in Vermont. I'm not sure yet. Only because I know where I'm getting my stuff from, but I don't know where he's getting his stuff from, and so on and so on and so on. And apparently, the new thing is that fentanyl is pretty much in everything. Why the hell would anybody put that in weed is beyond me, other than the fact that they want to make sure people are coming back for it. You know what I mean? Oh, Ken, good morning. Nice to see you. You stay at home? Nothing wrong with that. I used to smoke what in my life? That was not too bad to quit. Smoking cigs, on the other hand, I just can't not go down smoking. Ah, yeah. Maybe because the first two you mentioned only had one or two ingredients in it. Cigarettes have so many different things added to, sprayed on pesticides and formaldehyde and God knows what else. Chilling and grilling adventures with Dan B's in the house. He says he'll have one for you, PA. Right? This is what I'm talking. That's the scary thing. You know what I mean? Like, if I went to it, do they even sell tests? Shut the hell up. I know they have marijuana tests that you can buy. Blah blah blah. But you know what I mean? Like, can I actually go to like the Dollar Tree and get Like, they sell pregnancy tests, they sell whatever tests if you want to test your kid or whoever if they're, might be doing drugs. Weed is to me it's affordable. It lasts way longer. You spend way more with the crazy train and the rails. Way, 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 way more doing that. Crickety crick. I never did. I'm all set. Yeah, I dropped a couple of bombs my senior year. Well, not a couple. It was almost every weekend, but it was pretty much in that 18-year partying on the weekend kind of thing. Even just hanging out, in the neighborhood. We still, but again, it wasn't every weekend, so I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't partake. Puts me to sleep. Only smoked it when going through divorce so I could sleep. But that's it. Oh, Deej. And again, not judging. I know people who tried it and said it made them sick. I'm like, wow, well, that's something different. No, you're not getting any more. Acid, there go me. See, again, I dibble dabbled. Like I said, I dropped a couple of bombs. That's what I meant. But I didn't go like I did the microdot. Did the little paper, the blotter. That's what it was called at the time, blotter. But that was it. And I only did one. I'm not this person that does 12 sheets. You know what I mean? 12 pieces of blotter. No. Because I do not like not being in control, which is why I'm not a drinker. Because, excuse me, I learned just drinking beer. You know what I mean? That how shitty you can get. I'm all set with puking my brains out. Why is it when you drink, you never say, okay, I'm bad enough and I'm going to stop. No, you're just like, at that point, you don't give a shit. Did I see hubbubs? Yes, I did. Pick is in the house. I never did rush, but I think my sister, I don't know. Okay, my mother recanted a story once. So she was bringing laundry upstairs and putting it in one of my sister's rooms. And on her bureau was a little brown vial with a cover. Now, most people, I think, would think it's this. My mother was thinking, I don't know, cologne, perfume, musk, something. So she took the cover off. She takes the cover off and goes, she couldn't really smell anything. So she went, she was like, I was like, ugh. She had to lay down on my sister's bed for a while. The room was spinning on her. But I have to seriously say that's probably the only thing my mother has ever done in her life. And it was not her choice. She was just fucking nosy, and that's what you get for her fucking. He got the legend to use in the water because he is so afraid. Not afraid, but he, spent $800 for the Knox, and he's heard mixed things. Other people have had no problem, and other people are like they shorted out their box or whatever. So he's only ever put the coil in the water, and the pole, he's never totally submerged it, so the box control went under the water. But he definitely wants to use the legend so we can go out further in the beach and go under the water with just the machine and use the scoop and see what that's gonna do for him. What was Rush did? I think it's like inhaling stuff. If that's what I thought my mother did was Rush. It's terror, even though I know I do not need another detector. Right? Don't we have like a whole bunch of them? Well, we're not one to say anything because he's got a Nox. I have a Vanquish. We sold the bounty hunter to a guy that did plowing about a year ago. He, I think we had it in the marketplace or Craigslist or something, and he responded and he was like, "Oh, I do snow plowing and I lost my keys somewhere." He thinking in the parking lot by his plow truck, and we were supposed to get major snow coming that weekend. So, oh, you're welcome. The funny thing was, I didn't even know about it. I happened to walk into the living room and hubby was watching, and it was the voices. I was like, I think I heard Jeffafa and you. And I'm like, what the fuck day is today? You know what I mean? Like Thursday. Huh? So I'm like, I questioned him. I'm like, what are you watching? And he said, I'm watching Just Be Cool Metal Detecting. But Jeff's on there and PA Patriot Prospecting in there. We're watching them pan. I was like, or, whatever you call it. Oh my goodness. Well, I was going to laugh until you said it killed him. Good morning, Adventures in Michigan with Lisa is in the house. Thanks for joining us this morning. I actually got Little Sprout in the back in the nursery. He really didn't sleep all morning. We went shopping. Well, that's not why he didn't sleep, but I fed him. We hung out in the living room, and then I said, holy crap, I don't have any Splenda. Hubby don't have any sugar. This, that, and the other thing. So I was like, I got time to fly to the store before the stream. So we did that. We came back. I made him a bottle. Oh, I had my my before stream activities. Tried to put my face on, which doesn't. I look so washed out today. It's not even funny. And this is with makeup on. I have preparation H the shit out of my eyes, and yet I still have matching Samsonite. So I don't know what's up with that. No, I was never a huffer. My sister, I take that back. I did it once only because of peer pressure. My sister, number two sister, there was 5 sisters and 1 brother for 6 kids. Okay, he was the youngest. Number 2 sister used to huff Amway Bayberry spray, which that was the shit that I ended up doing with her. Just that smell. Like I can't even walk through the mall and go past, a certain Yankee Candle or something like that. And it's like, oh, if they have like Bayberry or anything like that. But she used to huff Pam baking spray coating stuff. Yeah. And I caught her. I don't know, walked in the bathroom, obviously, and she was in there, and she had a toilet paper roll tube, empty toilet paper roll tube with toilet paper in one end. And she was going, what in the fuck are you doing? Well, she sprays the Bayberry freaking spray on the toilet paper and saturate it, and then you breathe in from the other thing, so you're breathing in all that chlorofluorocarbon. I was never so sick in my life. I think I only huffed that one inhale. I think I went to leave, and she grabbed me by the shirt and was like, no. You're staying here for the fucking duration. And my mother yells up, let's go. We're going for a ride to the beach. Do you want to talk ill? Like, kind of like, when you've been caught smoking and somebody makes you smoke a pack of freaking cigars and you have to inhale it, shit like that. Oh my God. Mining equipment and selling it cheap. Nice. Nice. There you go. You drink your coffee black? Yeah, no, I like mine like my men. Man. Tan and oh so sweet. Here's my other cup. This is the one I usually start with. See that? Kind of not quite beige. Ecru. Taupe. This is my brunch with bean mug, which is almost empty because I raise it when people come in the door. 75 degrees here and freaking thunderstorms. Ooh, awesome. I love thunderstorms. If weed was more affordable, I would smoke more and try to cut back on cigs. Aren't a pack of cigarettes pretty goddamn expensive now? Aren't they like $8 a whack? Oh no. Let me just say that was a huge cup of coffee. Delta 8 gummies work. From where? Delta 8 gummies from a dispensary. Oh. Please hold on for 1 second. I'm not sure if I hear the baby crying in the back. I turned down the baby monitor because he's got his deep sleep music on, and I don't want that filtering through. But I hear him more than the freaking monitor. But anyways, Shelby, hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to run back and check on the baby. I most likely will be back with Sprout. Okay, I don't know what I heard, but it wasn't him. He's still sleeping. Yes. Thank you. Not that he's a bad baby, but geez, like when he cries because I walk out of the room and he can't freaking see me anymore, like he's really good with self-soothing, self-satisfying, or whatever you want to call it. But he's definitely a meme's boy. 50 milligram gummies, 20. Oh, good morning.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Doing good.
What I wanted to show you, I was talking about the Delta 8 gummies. You can order them online. They're legal in every state now.
Oh, no shit.
I get the Mellow brand. 1,000 milligrams worth of THC gummies, Delta 8 gummies. They're 50 milligrams a drop. I cut them in half. So that way you get 40 uses out of it.
Nice.
So just wanted to show you, legal in every state, even the states that don't allow marijuana, they allow the Delta stuff, the Delta 8 stuff. So.
Well, the only CBD stuff I had was my daughter gave me some rub. but it almost feels like there's sand in it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
well,
I
this
like.
isn't CBD. This has THC in it. This will get
Oh,
you messed up.
shut up! Really?
Yeah, the Delta 8 strand, for some reason, Delta 9 is a normal strand, and that's illegal in a lot of places. Delta 8 is a legal strain, and they actually get me more messed up than the Delta 9s do.
Okay, Delta
8 gummies. And there's plenty of places that sell them. I mean, you look for it out there, you can find them for like $20 and $5 shipping for a, you want to make sure there's a 1,000 milligram bottle with 20 gummies in it.
1,000 milligram.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
And they come in different flavors. Like I got tropical Skittles.
Ooh,
And this
those sound like
Rocket
yeah.
Drops.
Awesome. Hold on, we gonna add somebody here. Poof. Hey,
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 what's
Pete.
going on?
what's up, guys? What's
Are
going
you wearing
on?
a bulletproof vest?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought that you looked like you were. Is that because of the job that you do construction, correct?
Yeah,
it
I gotta wear a
because of the
bulletproof
area?
vest on a construction site. Yes.
Yes. Wow.
I've been threatened 3 times, so for being white.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get dropped out here. I don't give a
Oh
anymore.
my goodness. Wow.
I ain't playing.
That's so scary, man. I mean, going to work is bad enough in itself, not to say
Yeah,
bad enough,
really.
but you know what I mean? Hectic enough or whatever. You get enough shit on your mind. But
I haven't wore this thing since I was in DC and had my heart attack.
oh my god! Like it just. I mean, you only look like a postage stamp, okay? But I was like, wow, is he wearing a Kevlar vest? Because that sure looks. You look almost like
Cop.
Yeah, or I was gonna say the way it looked almost was like superhuman, like Spider-Man or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck is he wearing?
I'm just glad. I'll tell you, Bean, I really didn't want to wear this here, but I'm just glad I had it so I could be safe.
I hear you.
Crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
They making everybody on the site wear them?
No, nobody else is.
Oh.
They didn't get threatened. I did.
Oh.
So there was an alley behind the building, right, where they could drive in. It was about 30 feet wide. The person who owns the block said take 15 feet of it. So they called the fence company. The fence company came out, put the fence in. So now the guys are trying to throw the trash in our dumpsters. And I said, hey, man, you can't throw that stuff in here. I'd appreciate it if you walked it around. The guy says to me, excuse my French, he said, you fucked this up back here and you're going to get fucked up. I said, really? I just looked at him, and he walked away, and I called my boss, said, I've been threatened, man. I'm out, and I'm still here, obviously. So
you were on before, and there was a tractor trailer or a trash truck that was actually trying to remember, and you were like, oh, this guy's gonna take out this dude's car or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he said to me, why are these cars parked here? You said they wouldn't be parked here. I said, I don't have nothing to do with that, my friend. That's up to the landlord and the people parking there. He said, but you said that they ain't going to park there and we'll be able to get back there. So I just write everything down every time something happens, and I send it to my office and tell them, get me the F out of here.
Right?
I
mean, it's your safety, so yeah, no one
Right.
else on that site is being threatened.
Mm-hmm. So we got security now. He's sitting on the corner in a Jeep, and as soon as my office finishes the paperwork, I'll have a guy sitting right here where I am now. So I'll feel better then,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as long as they're paying attention and not.
Oh yeah, they are. He's the one that warned me yesterday. He gave me a radio, even though we're not signed up with him. And that's where I got the shots fired message yesterday. Shots fired 700 feet from the building. Stay in your car, stay in the building. So there's a bunch of people that have them radios here through him, and he protects the neighborhood, man. He's a good dude. And right behind me down this way, 5 drug houses with a crazy lady. And on the other side of the block, across Broad Street, there's about 10 drug houses, and then This is 14th Street. On 16th Street, the whole 16th Street is a drug neighborhood. There's like 5 gangs here.
Jesus.
It is so bad in this city because these people are stupid and uneducated. They don't know anything and they believe whatever the TV tells them. It's sad.
Wow. I couldn't even see. I'm so used to little teeny weeny New Hampshire.
And now I asked my wife to get out of here, and she wants to stay with the grandkids, so I can't make her leave. So I just got to deal with it.
Or maybe a different part, even.
Well, we're out of the city. I'm not living here. I'm above King of Prussia, so I'm way up on the other side of the turnpike. And it's okay up there, but I got to come down here to work, and it's pathetic, man. I got guys that walk in my job site. You say, "Yo, man, can I get a job?" And I'm like, "Look, this is like union work. You have to go to the hall, apply, get a job, and then come back, and we may be able to hire you. I can't just hire you off the street with a union construction site." And they're like, "Why? Is it because I'm black?" First question. No other question. No, where's the hall at or nothing. Why? Because I'm black? It's crazy, man.
Shell Bean says, "What city are you in?"
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Wow.
So we let the city council know because this is a burnout from the 2020 riots. You know what I'm saying? It took them 3 years to get funding to put the building back up.
I almost was going to ask you what you were working on.
Yeah, it's a blight in the neighborhood, and they all want it fixed, but yet you can't even get in here to fix it without getting threatened for being a different color.
Wow.
It's pathetic. It really angers me, but I'm being cool, You shouldn't have to live like this.
No. And it's really sad because no one should. Even the inner city people shouldn't. There are people that live in the city that aren't affiliated, with gangs and anything like that. But yet, I don't know how they do it.
You hear the sirens?
Yeah.
All day long. It never stops.
Oh, my God. And it's always in that neighborhood? They're responding in that neighborhood? Wow.
Yeah, this is North Philly. It's 5 miles of hell from Center City all the way to the top of Philly.
Wow.
6 miles. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bunch of cops going by now. Must have been another shooting somewhere.
Wow.
I'm getting out of here in a couple minutes anyway. It's pouring. Nobody showed up. I'm just getting my time so I can get paid,
There you go. Right.
There you go.
I'm salary, they got to pay me if I'm here. If I show up, I get paid.
Cool.
Right. That's the only thing that sucks about salary, though, is, you don't have specific hours, right?
With most companies, this company is an exception.
Nice.
I wouldn't have took it.
Nice.
They hooked me up. They take care of me here. So that's why I'm here in this neighborhood, because they take care of me.
I hear you.
But it's getting to the point where it's not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pros and cons, man. When you got to weigh like, hey, my life.
They said, right. They said to me, "We're going to get you a trailer." I said, "Is it bulletproof?"
Oh my God.
This client is
a
great
client out
client
to
for
the
us.
roach coach and get freaking whacked, getting a tuna melt.
Yeah, I haven't seen a roach coach in the city in about 5 years.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have guys that drive around in their cars with some really good food. Yeah, I mean, like Latin, Spanish food and stuff like that. Really, really good. But no more roach coaches. They don't do it. You know what I mean? It's like private enterprise now. People cook.
Yeah.
People cook the food in their house and go sell it for lunch, man. And then they're making bucks, and it's good food.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Life in the big city.
Yeah.
What, baby?
What it's like in South Sac and Oakland. Back there, man, same thing.
He looked at me like, "You're giving me a dry cracker?"
It's all big cities. Big cities are like this, It draws all the people that want the government to support them.
Yep.
And if you wanna be prosperous and take part in our great society here we got in America, you need to leave these big cities.
Yeah.
You know, because they're run by tyrants.
Well, that's the thing, though. You know, it's like it's almost like it just reminds me of like Escape from L.A. or Escape from New York. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Something like that. Oh,
Yep.
Bruce,
Exactly.
things in
I've
the
never,
house. Jeff,
never.
welcome.
Hey, Jeff, never had to wear a bulletproof vest to work ever.
No
You
one
know?
ever should have to unless you're a
You're a
police
cop.
officer. We're military. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, no, that is, I feel for you guy. I really do.
I'm with you, Jeff.
I'm just keeping myself safe. You know what I mean? That's all.
You can have the life in the big city. I'll stay here in the country, Jeffifa says.
Believe me, I've been out of it. I've been out of here for about 20 years now, and I'll never come back to this place, man. You know, but I got to come here to work. So,
Right.
and I'm the only one with the balls to come in here to work. So they rely on me.
Yeah. I'm gonna back on out of here.
Okay. Thank you for showing me that. I like
See,
I said,
Bill.
I thought they were CBD, but no
Yeah,
THC. Yeah.
Remember Mellow?
Mellow, I got it written down.
You'll love them.
Only because you recommended it, I said, you know what you're talking about. So I'm even going to write down the.
I got that idea from Pat. He recommended them, and I'm glad he.
Park Rat Pat. There you
Yep.
go. Oh, okay, then there's the source. Paula Abrams in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Come on. Still listening to the baby.
Share my address with somebody. Excuse me.
Not a problem.
I won some cool stuff on Jericho's channel yesterday.
You what?
I won some cool stuff on Jericho's channel yesterday.
Awesome. What'd you win?
I won a 4.2 gram silver pendant pick. And
I think we lost him because his stream froze, but I could still hear him talking, which was odd. So I don't want to boot him. We'll let him correct it, leave, or come back. But I don't like, unless somebody say they're actually going, I don't like to be like, yeah, okay, get off my screen. I would never do that. So, I know. We'll wait and see if he comes back. You got your cup of tea? Awesome. I have 2 cups of coffee going. I got chicken salad and Triscuits. You got bumped. Oh, no. You're still on my screen. You want me to clear it? Oh. What? Yeah. We'll remove this. We'll add this. Hey.
there I am.
Do I'm like,
I share my address and it kicked me.
I was gonna say, I know I saw it like you weren't talking, your stuff froze, but I could still hear you. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm still like, looking at you speaking.
Yeah, as soon as I hit the send button, it kicked me.
Oh, let me get this one off. I don't want to like. I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't want to kick from studio. Well, that just means you're leaving, right? Okay. You want to prevent this person from rejoining you should you ban them instead? No. Okay. So I just got rid of that empty square. Center square is now gone.
Cool.
Man, the StreamYard is killing me on Treasure Fam streams.
Is it?
What do you mean killing you? They're like not letting you do stuff? Bottle of protein shake. You are 2.5 hours away camping for the event. Oops. It's $15 a night. Oh, she's talking about going on that dig or whatever it is. How are your weekends? If you got free time on the weekend, would you like to get out and do some clad and hope rings and bling detecting? Old Danny boy says Chew Pick.
Pick says, glad I'm a hick.
So we moved from the city, our little city in little old New Hampshire.
Yeah.
But the city is where a lot of the problem is. But him and I lived there our whole lives. And we, 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago this year, we were like, time to get the hell out of the city. And we
Yeah.
found this place in Raymond, which is 18 miles away from the city. 20 minutes. Well, depends on how fast you go. I can get there in 10. 20 minutes from the city, but yeah, 18
Right.
miles either way, 20
Yeah,
if you round it up.
JBC's live. We were on JBC's last night. He was saying the same thing. He moved out of the city like 12 years ago, and it followed him. Now he's got people with guns and all that, and like it's crazy. He said he's got to get out of where he's at now, and he said
Wow.
it's been good for 12 years. It's crazy, man. The whole world's going nuts.
I was going to say, well, we have to think of it this way too. You can't just, stuff happens everywhere. Like, I had a girlfriend, not a girlfriend, I had a best friend. We say girlfriends because we're girls, okay? I had a friend who moved their family out of the city to rural farmland, New Hampshire. Stop. When our kids were teenagers, like, hello, in high school or junior high, going into high school, that's the worst time to move, okay? But she thought they were leaving their problems behind, and then, like her husband said, we ended up taking the problem with us. It was their daughter, but she was a teenager, but not really, because they moved to Hickville, and those people were doing way more stuff, worse stuff, than you would imagine that their daughters could possibly get into. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it doesn't matter. Like, Hicks will go out of their way. I don't mean to say Hicks, okay? Country
Country folk.
live in the country that gotta drive for fucking half a mile. I mean, half an hour to score or something. Like, we'll meet you at the Walmart, you know what I mean? The Winn-Dixie or whatever it is, to be able to score and then drive all the way back home. Crazy. Uh-oh. That's so weird. I have this new phone I bought. It's a Motorola instead of the Samsung. But I get these notification sounds, and hubby's like, I'm sick and tired of hearing your doorbell ring. But when I get somebody does a notification or whatever on TikTok, it sounds like somebody's in my house that just took a picture. It literally has that.
I get that in my headphone.
How
Click,
do
click,
you?
click, click. Yeah, it just goes click, 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 click.
I'm like, when the hell is that? Like, who?
I'm like, is that the feds?
Right? You know what I mean? Like, since when do Spirit carry around the phone with them? Oh God.
Yeah, so this place here, I mean, usually I have the lay of the land. I could see everything, right? So where we're at right on the corner here, I have an alley over here behind me to the right. I have an alley to the left. They're covered in fences, and they go down an incline, and there's a wall there. So my head's on a swivel constantly. I'm watching these alleys so nobody sneaks up
We're in a
behind me.
freaking bowl, guy. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy here.
Yeah,
I just want to get it done and get out.
all the Indians, that used to be on the mountaintop, right? Same thing, only
I would like to be able to see everything, clearly.
right? Oh my God.
Because sometimes you only have a second to get ready.
Veteran. Oh, I didn't mean to say hick. I'm so sorry. It's redneck, country folk, whatever. I don't know. What do you guys call yourselves?
I'm a hick.
Country boys. I don't mean to say it like that. You know what I mean? Like, because he's like, what do you call city folk? Fucking losers, rats. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say hick, and I take it back. Please don't hate me.
Nobody hates you. Nobody hates you.
Picked I take it up before sports. Speaking of which, we are going up to camp this weekend, Sunday.
Where you going?
My sister and brother-in-law bought property in upstate Vermont.
Nice.
10 acres. There used to be a house on a 33-foot slab that's no longer there. So their 30-foot camper is now on it with a shed they built last summer. We also put in solar, but we're still kind of working on that.
Right.
We have a 26-foot camper that is just off of a 20-foot slab, and we're going to use the 20-foot slab as like the patio. Da da da. They now want to have a building brought in, like a shed. She wanted one already made, brought in, but they have to have like a 15-foot clearance, yada yada yada, no branches or wires being down for it to get to there. Or they do the prefab thing, which comes in sections, and then they bring it to your place and build it on site for you.
Prefabs, yeah.
So that they're gonna put a bunkhouse, or we're gonna call it a shed, because they only have a permit for really like 2 campers, which doesn't make sense because they get 10 fucking acres. So to say it's only zoned for 2 campers is crazy.
But if it's anything like PA, they're not going to have to pay too much taxes if they keep them wheels on the camper.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh, those 2 structures are definitely staying. Ours, we bought ours, and we're like, with the notion that it's only going from our house in New Hampshire to Vermont. It's a pull behind travel trailer, but we don't have the capacity to pull it, and we just needed to get something on their property. The whole reason they're getting it the bunkhouse / shed is because it's upstate Vermont. People are like, we're not going to go up there and sleep in a fucking tent. What are you, crazy? Yeah, you know what I mean? There are bears and bobcats and, coyotes or whatever up there. So they're going to get the bunkhouse for whoever decides, to let them know that, hey, we're thinking about coming up there. They'll have a place to sleep with hardwood walls.
That's why I grabbed that pop-up beam. You know what I mean? My buddy offered up that pop-up tent. I grabbed it for $150. Yeah, baby. I mean, I got to fix it. I broke 4 needles on the awl trying to sew it back together, but we're working on it. I'm waiting for more needles now.
All right, but to me, it's like, it's weird because the pull out or whatever you want to call it, when you put it up and the thing just sleep on, it's kind of like being in the tent. You know what I mean? You have the tent sides. It's like having a tent in a shower pan or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's pretty big though, Bean. I mean, it sleeps 6 and it's got 2 beds and there's a table in there. Yeah, you can put a table on it and eat dinner and take the table down when you're done and have room to walk around. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Sink. Yeah. No bathroom, but sink.
Well, we have a bathroom, but we're not hooked up yet, so we're still doing the old lovely off the grid stuff. But you gotta do, and
ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what we used to do back in the day before we had toilets.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like carry in, carry out. Like stop at the rust stop or gas station and throw the bags that we accumulate over the weekend of being there with, regular trash that's not burnables or whatever. And we throw it in the dumpster. Out of sight, out of mind later, out of the back of the car so we don't have to smell it on the way home, which you normally don't because we use the old cedar shavings mixed with the regular like hamster bark mulch or whatever you want to call it. That stuff doesn't really absorb smell. It's still too cold in Michigan to sleep in a hammock. Oh, okay. Adventure Michigan with Lisa is like got a few dozen eye hooks. Tell guests bring their hammocks. Yeah. Michigan is just as cold as New Hampshire, if not colder, because you guys got that freaking lake effect shit happening. And again, have I ever been to Michigan? No, I have a huge family, and one group of them all live in Michigan. They used to be like Lansing, Kegel Harbor, Detroit.
Excuse me, Bean, what event is Deej talking about? I can't see the chat.
It's some, let me see, way back. Deej, can you tell PA again about the hunt that you're talking about? ghosting for nothing. Let's see. She will screenshot the info and mail it to, regardless of the payment option. It's Detect Michigan event, PA.
Can do says, me and the wife, no kids allowed.
In their camper.
Yeah.
Father's Day weekend.
Cool.
Is when the Detect Michigan event is.
Probably won't be able to make that. I'm going to NC in April, and I'm going to Freedom Fest, Can Do's birthday bash.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
One of these days, man. Well, we have to rent like a freaking camper or something like that to be it. Well, then again, we also have Sprout, but still,
that's gonna be the second voyage of the pop up.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, beat sleeping in the ground. You know, yeah. I'm too old. Last time we went camping, we still have the tent. It's a 2-room tent. We used the first part of the tent as like if we wanted to put a table there with chairs and eat inside whatever, and the back part was our sleeping room. Let me just tell you, when we first got there and set up the tent, everybody came to our tent was the
party house.
And we clam baked that.
I'll tell you what, Bean, I got a 3-man tent in like 03. It is perfect. It never rotted. It's perfect, man. Like nothing broke on it. Tents last forever, man. It was like $114.
Wow, no kidding. Yeah, we tried putting a queen size air mattress in a dome tent. And I'm like, you pretty much have to crawl in like laying down.
Well, mine's a 14-man tent. You can clearly stand up in it and all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one we have too is okay, but like I said, you wouldn't catch me sleeping in it up. Which is funny because I slept in it in upstate New York. Why is that any different than being in Vermont? Probably because I was on my cousin's property and he's a retired Army Ranger, eh? And he's probably like, shoot anything that moves past the perimeter.
Oh my God. 18-wheeler just flew by me on a side street at like 50 miles an hour.
I heard it go by.
This city's a shit show.
Friday the 13th movies and also another horror movies that involve camping tents and woods. Yeah. Yes, I know. I've seen like, what is it? Wrong Way, shit like that, or Wrong Turn. And you get those inbred hicks that eat people.
Wrong Turn. That's West Virginia. That's West Virginia.
That's where the coves. That's where the coves are. I'll tell you right now, if I were to cross town line and all of a sudden hear banjos, ding, 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 my ass is turning the F around.
Lisa, how much was that pop-up tent for your truck? I'm just curious.
I'm going to run out back and check on Sprout for a second.
Okay.
Talk to the stream.
Yep. Yeah, Lisa, how much was that pop-up tent for your truck? I'm just curious. I heard they were like $1,000. I'm not sure about that. Hey, Mama is in the house. How you doing? What you got going on today, Mama? Kendu says, if you hear banjos, run the other way quickly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Too funny.
Only $250, Lisa? That's awesome. I'm going to have to check that out. GanderMountain.com. I'll check it out. Always good to have a backup in case your wheel falls off your pop-up.
For the farmer's market. There you go, Mama. Well, we appreciate you stopping in. If you can't stay, I'm saying you're welcome to stay, but if you have to leave, we understand. And again, I am so sorry. I did not mean to offend by saying hick. You know what I mean? We just, you know how everybody has this slang, la la la. You know, I don't even know what you would call city people. Scammers? I don't know. Gangbangers, you know, because we never were in a gang, but I don't know why I said hick. It could have said country bumpkin. It could have said redneck. You know what I mean? La la la. But again, I don't want any of the Vikings in the house to
I'll
take
tell you what, being from the city, I would be proud to be called a hick.
Right? So I'm definitely a hick. I don't even know where the fuck did that term even come from? A hick. I don't know. I'll have to look it up now.
Started raining. Started raining on me.
It's been spitting here all morning. Delta 8. Look, he's got the thing down there. Yeah, Bill's showing everybody. This is
nice,
shit.
Bill.
Babe, this is the stuff we want to get right here. Delta 8 gummies, and he gets the mellow brand, but not to say that they're mellow, because he said he cuts his in half to get more out of it, but still gets a kick out of it.
Can do 3A stab proof extended cut.
3A. Where's my pen? I thought before he was saying extended cut. When he was talking about the gummies, for some reason I thought he was saying, you know, the CBD, and he's like, hell no, these are not CBD, these are THC. I'm like, sign me up. I will get the monthly fucking drop off. Monthly, who am I kidding?
Man, it's pouring now.
One has the whole floor and one has the outer shell top and door flap. Is that a camper we're talking about? Oh, I think she was talking about truck camping. I could be wrong though. We sent a folding, clasping camping house to my nephew and his family. They love it.
I am in the wrong place, Can do.
If I have to wear that to work, yeah. Exactly. Like I said, I was like, holy moly, are you wearing? But the poor guy's been threatened because of people have to walk somewhere else and dump their garbage and not use their receptacles. Like, really? You're going to kill me over trash? Wow. She digs it, Rosa.
I am good. She digs it.
We are well, and we hope you are the same. How's your?
And I'm going to get out of here, so I'm going to pop off. Being all right.
All right. Thanks so much for coming and for sharing your knowledge of Philly or wherever you are.
It's scary here.
Oh my God, I would not. I could not. I would be so. I'd be constantly. I'd be getting whiplash from constantly looking behind me.
When I got that notification yesterday at 10:30 in the morning, I'm like, I'm definitely in the wrong place.
Oh my God!
All right, guys, I'll see you. I'm gonna pop out of here and get back to a safer neighborhood.
Bye.
See you guys. Can do. I'll talk to you guys later tonight.
Yeah. Woot woot. No. Dog wants to go out, apparently. Hick is from Rick Richards in the 14th century, referring to the awkward provincial person. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mama, for Googling that for me. 117 tickets sold out of 150. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, Deej. Oh my God, I'm going to kill you. You guys, I got to let this little bistro out. I'll be right back. Buddy, you going to go out with Milo? Buddy, you going to go out with Milo? Come on. Let's do it so we don't have to make more than one trip. Come on. Come on, buddy, buddy, buddy. Oh, you know what I wanted to show you guys? Look. Look, there's my stove. It's almost in the house. Well, like it's in kind of the house, but it's not in the kitchen yet. Oh, what in the hell did I touch? Hold on. Something just came up on my screen. I don't know what it is, so we'll just get that out of there. The Delta 8 works really well, Dan. If I take a full 50 milligram, I am zoned for hours. Babe, we gotta, can't do awkward person. Oh, Paula Abrams, see you later. Is she talking to herself or to who's ever leaving? Because I want to say bye if she is leaving. Well, I'm going to say bye, Paula Abrams, just in case. Slipped a disc in my lower back, laid up for at the moment. Oh, that sucks, Rosa. Did you do that out in the field, digging anything? Yeah, I definitely want some. I want my husband to order it, and I'll pay him out of my own pocket. I don't have a credit card. He holds the credit card. Not that he doesn't go cray-cray with it or nothing like that. I wouldn't either, but out of sight, out of mind, right? So we found out, I didn't know this. Well, I knew the thing about the wall. Nope, just getting up after using the toilet. Holy shit. Holy moly. She probably did it swinging from the ceiling fan. Brewer said nope, not how she did it. Oh my god. Hope you didn't fall back down. I'm hanging in there. Had shingles 3 times since the England trip. Wow, Deej. Didn't catch it. 1 blister. Wow. Tasman. I didn't see the name. Come by. Oh, no. Hello, Tasman Coins in the house. My husband said he had to sleep in the recliner for 3 weeks when he did his. But the worst thing was he worked at a nursing home at the time, and some client had fallen out of his chair or whatever, wheelchair. I'm not exactly sure the scenario, but my husband tried to hoist this person up and tweaked his back. So he came home and told me about it. And I start doing my rolling, blah, 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 pokey, wokey, all this shit massage, which I have never had anybody ever complain about getting a massage from me. Except hubby. He likes the buff and fluff. He likes the light as a feather, tingles, whatever, and the very light manipulation of the skin. maybe slightly into the muscle. But he definitely likes to la 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 la. However, I'm a person. So, anyways, I went to work on his lower back, and he said I fucked him up. Worse. And that's when he couldn't move for 3 months. So yeah, he went to the doctors, and he had a bulging disc or something like that. Also, he had inflammation in the foramen of your spine, all your little vertebrae spine vertebrae with the hole right here in the center. Well, your hole is like this, and then you have your spinal cord that goes through all the holes like this. They stack like Jenga on top of each other. He had inflammation inside the little hole area to the point where it was pushing the spinal cord up against the bone of the foramen, the hole in his vertebrae. Like if the swelling didn't go down and continued to increase, he could have been paralyzed by severing his spinal cord. Oh, it was at the hotel, and a person fell out of their van seat. Okay, so he was a maintenance guy at the hotel before he got the job at the nursing home. I'm sorry, I knew you did it helping somebody, but files are in the house. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm sorry. I thought it was St. Teresa's, not freaking whatever the hell the name of that place was that you worked at. So yeah, now he's like, if he has a backache or whatever, and I say to him, nah, I'm all set. I don't need to be paralyzed for another 3 months. Other plans for Father's Day weekend. Silver Addiction is in the house. Thank you for joining. Can you guys hold on for 1 second? My dog is barking, so now he wants to come in. That's why I didn't want to let him out. Oh, so the thing I was trying to say, now that I remember it coming back from my walk to get the dog, I showed you about our gas stove that's almost in the house. Well, what we didn't realize is, because I looked up, how to hook up a new stove to your old stove, whatever, where your old gas stove was. Well, that's when hubby brought it to my attention that we don't have natural gas. Like people in the city, you have gas stoves or whatever. It's natural, comes from the city. We have propane, different. He said propane is liquid. I was like, oh, so you have to have some little attachment that goes down into somewhere in the burner, each burner, and in the stove, probably 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll probably need 7 of these things because it's a 5 burner on the top, 4 burners plus the griddle. Then you got your inside flamage for when you cook inside your oven. Then you also have your broiler pan below that. So you ever lose power or your gas gets blown out or whatever, and you have to reach in and light the pilot. Actually, 6. I don't think you have a separate one. 4. I think you light it down in the broiler. Shut up, my Yeah, you light it, the pilot in the broiler area. That pilot works the oven and broiler area. And then you have your pilots, if you lift your stove, that sits in between two of your burners per each side of the stove, usually, that you have to light. Bye, Paula. Thank you so much for coming with us, hanging out with us today. Appreciate it. Half cup of lunch. Adapters. Yes. Yeah. So we didn't know that. So it's a good thing that, we can just go right ahead and do, like I said, hey, it's fairly simple. You paint the stuff on, you thread it, you leave the part that looks like the head of a peepee that's round like this. That's the part that goes into the existing hole for your stove. And the other part screws into the flexi tubey that goes into the wall for the gas. You shut the gas off, obviously, at first. You put all that stuff on. You turn the gas on. You spray it with soapy water. Look, see if any bubbles are blowing. If you do, you're fucked. Shut it off. Redo it again. You don't want any bubbles blowing. That means you have gas coming out. You want to make sure it's completely sealed. And that's when hubby was like, shut up. Come around this way. Go around. Go around. Okay, that's not going around, Mai. Over here. Come here. No, keep going. Now jump from this corner. 1, 2, 3. Come on. There you go. Asshole. I swear to God, these dogs, well, it's him, but he swears bite for bite, one for me, one for you type thing. He likes Triscuits. I thought it was one adapter for the whole stove. It turns the liquid into the gas before it distributes through the stove. Gas is one fixture. I will pay someone to hook up. Oh, not mess with. That's why he said there's a difference between natural gas and propane. You know what? After the stream, I'm gonna YouTube it, because that's where I looked at the how to DIY your gas stove type deal. As long as you shut it off. I mean, have you ever removed a propane tank from your grill in your yard? Same thing, you just got to make sure your shit is off, and that when you put it on, you don't have any leakage. You have to change each nipple in the burners and the regulator. Oh, thank you. This is Joe, if you guys know Michigan Gems. This is her shirt. I think it's the only black shirt I own. Well, no, I take that back. I have another one. It's some kind of hockey shirt, but it's like a Canadian hockey shirt. So my husband, I think, said, no, somebody said, I forget where I went, and I was just wearing this shirt, and they're like, you got balls or something, and I go, what? It was hockey season or whatever, and I'm wearing some fucking shirt. Look, it was a hand-me-down shirt. I don't give a shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, I was kind of clueless myself. I was like, what? Like I said, they just show you. He's like, yeah, that's regular gas, though. Like a gas line that comes from underneath, from, like I said, the city. We don't have that. We have a propane tank. Like, our fuel isn't just oil. It's oil and kerosene mixed together, because our tank is on the outside of the house, not in a little enclosure. So the kerosene helps to keep the oil more fluid, and it doesn't muck up and gump up. You know what I mean? So you can still use your fuel, and it's not getting all gummy on you. I don't know what she's wearing. I haven't seen her. Straight up metal detecting is in the house. Trip wires up for lunch. What's going on, Trip? Thanks for listening, buddy. Hope all is well with you. 1:25. So we're looking at about a half an hour, 35 minutes left to the stream before we call it quits. And then you will have lunch with Swifty since it's Friday. Hey, what is that? I just noticed underneath my edit layout. Oh, it's something new now. They have some new kind of layout, I guess. I thought it was for StreamYard that you pay for, but it shows a little pencil plus a plus at the bottom of my screen, so I'm not going to mess with it right now and fuck things up. You've always had natural gas? Yeah. You know what the weird thing about, okay, what I notice about propane is you get a green flame. Natural gas, your flame is blue. Yeah. Wood, your flame is red and orange and yellow with the tip being blue. Propane flame is green. You're trying not to work. You don't have to work. After I'm done, then Swifty will be on. Swifty and, well, I don't know if Pat's going to be on today on Swifties because I don't know if he's still in that room, but he said that he's pretty much been up all night with tooth pain. So I feel for him. I know what it's like. Like I said, I have had my share of problems with teeth and finally did the thing and got them taken care of. My internet is acting up. Gotta do a restart. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a great Friday and an even better weekend. Take care. I've been watching mine twinkle, and I watch my Wi-Fi tower modem, whatever you want to call it, twinkle, but I also look at my little thing that says how long I've been on for, and it says how many people are in the stream. It looks like it reminds me of the CBS eyeball logo. But when that motherfucker disappears and I only got like a dot, oh my god, that's when my stuff starts screwing up, and I'm not here apparently. Oh, Swifty isn't. They don't have lunch with Swifty anymore. See, I'm sorry, I feel like a dick. I only tell people go over after, because it was the whole lunch with Swifty. So apparently, no more. You might not be. I have a lot of natural gas. Is it fueled by beans? No, see, apparently I'm out of the loop since having Lil Sprout. I must admit, I haven't been able to make a lot of the live streams. Hubby has been making appearances for us. Last time I had my stream, I made the mistake of saying it was Friday. Yes, I said Freedom Friday, blah, 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 can do's, and was corrected that no, it's JP Lawns. JP's Bar is now Fridays, and Can Do Veteran has a stream on Saturday. I'm like, what? Holy crap! Because I could have sworn I went. Well, it must be a couple of weeks since I made an appearance, apparently, and don't know that. I thought so too, DJ. Rachel Jersey Ray Diggs as a guest. I think that's what the notification said. That was just for last week. Oh, you guys just switched last week. It's not a whole. You're on Saturday, JP's on Fridays. It was just see. Thank you for clarifying that. Like I said, I feel bad. Like I still say Brewers. Brewers on Monday night. That was just for last week. Okay. Bill, does your added sent to detect for leaks? Yeah, it's called shit. It's called poop smell. It's usually not far behind the fart. I can't keep up with all the changes. Yeah. He thought it's adventures. St. Patty's Day thing. I don't even know. St. Patty's Day. Didn't that go by already? Something like that. Oh, they had a St. Patty's Day thing, and which is why they switched. Is that what you're saying? Yes, JP did the St. Patrick's Day bar last week. See, I understood. That's what he was saying. Okay. So Bean is a little on the tard side lately. The new Miss Maniac is in the house. Thanks for joining us, guys. Okay, so Can Do Veterans is on Friday. Freedom Fridays. JP Lawns and More has JP's Bar on Saturday. As for Lunch with Swifty, I have no clue. Okay, so whatever you do when we leave here is up to you. I know I haven't been able to make a lot of the Lunch with Swifties because I've already been 2 hours sitting here on the couch, which is quite difficult to pull off when you have a 7-month-old. And today, I'm telling you, like, I don't know how I got away with it, but I've checked on him twice now. He's still breathing, all that stuff, thank God. But he's definitely sleeping away. So, and yeah, he's been sleeping good lately, actually. Not during the day, mind you. And he missed his morning sleep because we went shopping and he was so tired. He was like falling asleep when I was trying to feed him the bottle real quick before the stream. And pretty much was almost asleep in my arms by the time he was done the bottle. Lots of gold tonight on Freedom Friday. Can Do just put up. What time on Friday? Is it 8, 9, 8:30? We are expecting a new grandchild in July. Can't believe it. I was expecting great grandchildren by now. 30 years difference between one grandchild and another, LOL. Wow, congratulations on the newest almost arrival. Bibbles will be 1 come August. We share the same month. I'm the 10th and he is the 25th. And Can Do said his thing is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Deej. Throwing that out there. My husband's first little crumb snatcher of any sort. He had a niece and a nephew from his brother. 2 nieces and a nephew from 2 brothers. But has never had his own child. And this is the first grandchild. I didn't think that was ever going to happen either, because both of my girls are in their 30s, right about mid-30s now. I thought, if anything, it would have possibly been the first daughter, not the second daughter, because of how her life has changed in the past 5 years or so. Hello. Thank you for coming by, Heath. Have a great day. I can't wait to go to camp. Granted, we're not sleeping there. It would be pretty cold, I think. We are going up to check on things, make sure our roofs are still intact. Maybe possibly maybe we should each bring a roof rake with us and see how much snow might be on the roof. See if we can pull some of that down. Which is why I want the farmer's porch and to try to figure out how to make a metal roof go over the camper, with leaving enough space so that if anything on the top of the camper, the heating, whatever, or the AC or whatever, you could still access it from the backside of the camper by a drop-down lattice or something, or drop-down screen of some sort to keep the animals out so they're not nesting in the lean-to part of the roof. But I want it to, again, protect the top of the camper from heavy snow and then extend out over our concrete slab so that we can put board down and make a farmer's porch, which is just a step up from the grass, a couple of posts, and the metal roof shot up so that we get shade from the sun that's blaring on the front of our camper all day. Having a roof will also make it a long room for us to be in. So on those hot days, and you don't want to be stuck in the camper because it's sweltering, we have the shade, we have the shelter of the roof. Then I'm going to put bars up and have just like what do you call them? The lightweight material. They look like screens, but they're not. Like a mesh muslin type curtains. I'll get like dark green ones or something like that. So when we pull them, you still get the breeze. However, it'll block the sun. So you'll have like a shade. It'll almost be like a screen house, but not. It's an open porch, but you can close the curtains at night to keep the mosquitoes away. And like I said, we will have a whole huge area to be able to use. Shut up. With the baby, I'm going to put down an area rug, you know what I mean? So he can crawl and play with his toys. We have the 2 chairs in a bag that turn into rocking chairs. We have my egg chair. We got the baby's new rocking chair that we got for him because his swing shit the bed last week. And that folds down flat, so we can bring that with us so he can be rocking. Well, he doesn't really he doesn't rock on his own yet. So what I do is I put my foot on the rocking part of my rocking chair, and then when I go like this forward, my big toe hits the front of his, which gives him a rock before I come back again and the big toe hits it. So it kind of works that way. At this point, I will trade the snow for mosquitoes, right? There's always bug spray. Shot it. What is CST? My notifications are usually for my time zone. What is that? Central? Central something time. Have a bad tick season. Well, what if we catch a couple of opossums and then release them around Trish and Rick's property? Aren't possums what eat ticks? I'm going to smack you. I'm like ready to throw my cup at you. Shut up. You're not getting any more. Bye, Dan. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Always appreciate it. Hope you find stuff while you're out there swinging away. Swinging in a digging. 5 to 10 inches coming tomorrow. Are you kidding me, Can-Do? We may get a slight snow squall, if that. No, I think it's at a dusting. Charlie, Buddy's right here. Buddy is right here. Are you coming up? There's Buddy. Now lay down. A possum eat ticks. I thought so. Yes, I am Central Standard Time. Okay. Blonde moment there. I'm like Central STD. Psst. Push over here. Push over here. Buddy don't want you in front of him. I was going to say, I know there's West Coast, Central, Mountain, East Coast. You know what I mean? What did I say the other one was? Pacific? Yeah, I said West Coast. Yeah, that's it. West, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pacific time. Yeah, Eastern. Yeah. That's it. East Coast is Eastern Standard Time. Right. Yeah, I got that right, but I went to say Western Standard Time for being in California, and it just sounded so weird to me that I'm like, is that even right? 58 years old, and I don't know the freaking time zones. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Plug my phone in, it's on the red. Apparently, these people like my video. The video I have of the baby. Let's see if I can find it. He was so funny. Are you killing a snake? Are you killing a snake? You did? Oh, you Jedi Master. Is that your lightsaber? Whoa. I love his face here. Hello. What is that face? I scared him. Hi, Chirpy. Oh, am I scaring you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. You're so funny. See, I scared him when I started laughing. Yes, he only rolls over onto the left side. We have been trying to get him to roll to the right, and he doesn't. He goes 80% of the way and goes back. He almost flipped all the way over for that pool noodle, so I think that's what I'm going to be trying. Like I said, he can roll over from his back to his front to his back, but it's always going to the left. So, I mean, I get pillows and and he's like steamrolling and he's trying to climb up the pillow as he's rolling. He's so funny. I'm like, you're going the wrong way. So definitely trying to get him to roll to the right. Definitely discovering his voice, Mama. He is so funny. He doesn't do the fake coughing as much, thank goodness. But he has been doing the hey or not. He just goes or whatever. I'm trying to get him to say hi. He does these random sounds. Sometimes, like I said, I thought he said I did it. on that video. I said, "Are you killing the snake?" And it sounded like he said I did it. Thomas 907's in the what's going on, buddy? He's growing, he's thriving. He stands up now. You hold him under like 2 fingers under his armpits, and the kid stands up. He was in Chantel's walker at her house the other day, and I said, for shits and giggles, because hers is a little lighter than mine, I said, let's take him off your carpeting and put him on your linoleum floor. I have a feeling he's going to move. Sure enough, he did one big toe and it went forward a little bit towards her boyfriend. And he moved it 2 more times, which is funny because he actually creeped it forward. And most babies, when they first start using a walker, they kick and they tend to scoot backwards. And he actually pulled himself forward. So that was amazing. I thought he would be rocking in that rocking chair that we just got him to make up for the swing that died, because chicken salad, why spend money, big money? They're not cheap for baby swings nowadays. Why spend over $100 on a baby swing that they can't use past 9 months or 20 pounds? He's going to be right about 15. So that leaves 5 freaking pounds, and he's 7 months. Well, on the 25th, what's today? Tomorrow he will be 7 months old. So is it worth spending $150 to get 2 months worth of use out of a baby swing? No. Whereas this has 3 reclining positions, like real low. It's on the second one. Yesterday he was on the highest one because I thought maybe that would give him like focal advantage of rocking. But if he kicks his feet on that bouncer like a cray. This one's a little bit deeper, which I love, so he can't roll to either side because he doesn't just have the waist clip. He has the harness clip like a car seat, so we can't roll to the side. And it comes up higher on the side, so he can't look to see if he can go like this now. He realized if he looks up, he'll see. But he's kind of iffy. He likes it if I'm sitting next to him and we're both rocking together and whatever. He fell asleep in it once, the first time that he had it, only because I was sitting next to him and I was doing the toe thing and rocking. Save some energy, Bean. When he goes mobile, he'll be mobile. Yeah. Why would you be worried? If anything, number 1, our yard is fenced. Number 2, they have, and again, it's a controversy, and some people might say no, harnesses and leashes are for dogs. But if you have a child that books into the street or takes off on you, who gives a shit what somebody that sees you with a child that's got the harness on, just like as if he was in a car seat, and you have they had back in the day in the 80s, they had the little Velcro cuff with the telephone cord looking thing, spiral cord. And you put one cuff on you and the other one on your kid, and he only had so much, before you yipped them back to you. Again, Velcro cuff is nothing. Somebody yanks on that kid hard enough, that strap's going to go ping off of his wrist. So, I mean, if he ends up being a runner, then he will be on a leash, on a harness, while we walk around together, because I am not a spring chicken. And, I'm not stupid either. I know that this kid is going to be like mobile, so. Get that pinpointer in his hand, Pick. Don't have a digging, but he's going in a front carrier with me, unless Grandpa wants to do it also from time to time. But he's definitely going to be part of. This is why we're not Team Clan Bacon. We're Johnson Family Adventures. And he's definitely going to be hanging, facing this way, facing forward, and he's going to have that carrot in his hand, and we're going to be out exploring. He's going to be part. I mean, he's grown up already in front of everybody. You know, we're definitely going to be incorporating him into some, maybe not all, but he will be in, the adventures that we're on. She used a harness. Mama said she used a harness, and least my son actually felt more secure with it. And again, I have absolutely no problems with having to use one if I have to. My youngest went from crawling to running, not much walking, hanging on the furniture. My second, his mother, was walking at 10 and a half months. I turned around and she had climbed up the Fisher Price or Little Tykes, I think it was, slide we had in the living room, which is 3 steps plus the top. She was standing at the top. I was like, you can't yell, because if you yell and frighten them, then they're going to be like taking a header over frontwards or backwards. But yeah, his mother was jumping off my fucking furniture at 10 and a half months. So there's a possibility. Yeah, I bet, Thomas. Holy shit. Moose and bears, right? Because all the animals, even the bald eagles out there, are like, snack. That's how we feel about Milo and Buddy. Shut up. When they're bitching because they want to go out at 3 o'clock in the freaking morning, I am like, I don't want to say petrified, but okay, number one, we got to come down 3 metal steps. There could be a bobcat underneath my camper for all I fucking know, waiting to ambush us. Number 2, when I do take them out, they are on a leash. They are not free roaming, okay? And the whole time I'm like this, hurry up, we're on the slab. Piss on the slab or right off the slab, but we ain't going any further than this right here. And I am scoping everything while we're there to make sure that we don't get jumped while we're out there. Mine didn't crawl much. He would crawl enough to get to something, pull himself up, and climb or walk. Katie was a walker. Chantel was a crawler. She used to crawl like real fast. She was like army crawler person. Or she would walk holding on to furniture. The minute you tried to get her away from furniture, she'd sit the hell down. Nope, she wanted nothing to do with walking on her own. I don't think Chantel walked on her own until she was like 14 months. So chubby he couldn't crawl. He'd lay on his belly, legs kicking and arms swinging. Learned to walk, never crawled. I'll tell you right now, even though, they may crawl a little bit, shut up. I literally hate when my dog sits there and fucking whines and whines and whines. Shut it. He's already been out to go to the bathroom. Okay. I'm sick and tired of this fucking bullshit. Once they learn that they can stand up and move, most of them will not go back to crawling. That hurts your freaking knees, man. Open your door and clap your hands. Things would run away. Well, I would hope so, because we got bobcats up there. We have bear up there. We got moose up there. And moose can be aggressive. Most likely are aggressive. We have Fisher cat. Any of those are way bigger than my 2 dogs. You know what I mean? Like, they could an owl could grab Buddy and be like, gone. A fucking beaver could kill Buddy. Or Milo, probably, for that matter. roll. That's what he does right now. Shut up. I'm going to spray you. Want to spray? Get away. Go away. Asshole. He drives me nuts. Same thing with, like, he'll just sit there and stare at me. He'll grill me. I cannot. He drives me nuts. Like, stop staring at me. I got nothing for you. Stop staring at me. I love him and shit. Like, it's a love-hate relationship, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking honest engine. They drive me freaking nuts. I love them to death. But we all have our quirks, and we all have our fucking quirks. Okay? Getting a plain one, ass face. I have 2 bites left of my chicken salad. You're not getting it. I knew friends back in the day when I was with my ex, and they had a son, and he had cerebral palsy, whatever you call it. So he couldn't really walk for the longest time, and he had, like leg braces, like Forrest Gump, blah blah blah. But let me just tell you right now, that kid used to drag himself across their gravel driveway into the grass, wherever the hell people were, like by their campfire or whatever at their house. But yeah, he dragged himself everywhere. That fucking kid's knees and legs must have been like leather. You don't have a quirk, I am a quirk. I had a teacher named that. Actually, I had 2. They were brother and sister, Mr. and Mrs. Quirk. Bye, Bill. Thank you for coming. Love having you up here. Thank you so much for the heads up on the gummies. I am definitely getting some. I am getting some soon. We got about 2.5 minutes left to the stream. I'm still going to end it at the 2-hour mark. Like I said, I just feel so weird. But this is the first time in forever that I have gone the whole entire stream without Sprout. I feel bad that I gypped you guys. You didn't get to see him. But you know that he is here. He ain't going nowhere. So we will definitely be back on Monday. It would be great if all of you are too. But we all have lives and and I don't hold anyone to anything. If you can come, that's great. That's kind of like me not being able to show up at some peeps' streams because I am so tired. Know what it is? It's rocking. When I rock that baby, man, okay, number one, I probably already have 2 yoinks to the face at that point after supper. So now I'm rocking the baby to sleep, and at the same time, all I want to do is like lay down and go to sleep. So needless to say, I know you guys think I'm lying, and I really am not lying. Ask my husband. I feel bad because he spends every single night, by 8 o'clock, he is by himself with the dogs, and I am in the nursery sleeping in the queen-size bed, just in case baby wakes up or whatever, because a lot of times when you put him down, it doesn't stick the first time. Was a whore. Her name was Mrs. Whore. I had a friend named Joanne. Come on. Don't lie. We used to say, Joanne, come on my face. Not me, but the guys used to say that. Oh my God. Kids and their names, right? That's too funny. On that, we're all going to right down out of the padded cell. Guys, watch out leaving. Don't get stuck in the spin around door, the revolving door. I love you all. I appreciate every single one of you that come and hang out with me on Mondays and Fridays. I know we don't do giveaways and duck races and all that shit. But who knows? We may one of these days do a surprise live or whatever. But I just like hanging out with all of you, and this is my chance to be able to do that. So, peace out. Keep in touch with yourselves. And if not, just, only good touching. I'll see you later because I really think I got to go check on the baby and make sure that he's not screaming. If he was, I'd hear him. Jeffa still here. Hey, Bubba. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll catch you in somebody's stream either tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully. Thomas, thanks for being with us. Mama, digging with Deej. Brewers, Thomas. Adventures in Michigan with Lisa. Papa Rouse. Sticking with DJ just said. I'm just making sure I'm saying everybody. Where's the rest of them? We had Chilling and Grilling Adventures with Dan B. We had just old Danny Boy just to dig in. We had Park Rat Pat was here. We had Can Do Veteran. Jeff we had a shitload of Paula Abrams. I said Michigan Adventures in Michigan with Lisa, right? Correct. We had Ken Fuck or whatever his name is, and I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. But hey, I don't know how to say it. F-U-C-H. Foosh. Foush. I don't know. It's all the same to me. Anyways, you guys, thanks for being here with me. I'm scrolling all the way back to the bottom. We are here for you, Bean. We love you and your company. Oh, I love you more, for real. You guys, peace out. We will do this all again on Monday if we can. Okay? Toodles. Love to all. Have to hit the button to end it.